कैसा सर, नमस्ते। B2B जिम फिटनेस वेलनेस लाइफस्टाइल में आने के लिए धन्यवाद।
माय प्लेजर। आप
सर
हमारे लिए बहुत खास हो धवल। एज अ स्टूडेंट, एज अ टीम मेंबर, okay, as an independent businessman who still is considered as a team member by us, and we are very proud of you. Sir,
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
invite because आपने invite किया, हम definitely आएंगे। Okay.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक्स अ लॉट। सर, आज का ये एपिसोड हम डेडिकेट कर रहे हैं उन लड़कों के लिए या वो लोग जो अभी एग्जिस्टिंग है फिटनेस इंडस्ट्री में। सर, होता क्या है कि बहुत बार लोग पैशन समझ के इंडस्ट्री में आ रहे हैं और थोड़े दिनों के बाद थोड़ा नाराजगी फेस करते हैं कि हमें यहाँ पे ग्रोथ नहीं मिल रहा है, क्योंकि उनके हिसाब से ट्रेनर या न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट यही सिर्फ करियर है। और सर, मैंने इतने सालों से जो भी आपको ऑब्जर्व किया है, आप तो आए थे पैशन सोच के ही इंडस्ट्री में, पर आपने कभी भी ऐसा नहीं सोचा कि पैशन के इसके ऊपर मैं मेरा करियर आगे नहीं बढ़ाऊंगा या मैं किसी भी हालत में मेरे पैसे कॉम्प्रोमाइज करूंगा। हर एक स्टेज पे आपने जो भी काम किया है वहां पे आपने बहुत ही बढ़िया बैलेंस रखा है कि मेरा पैशन भी होना चाहिए और उसके साथ मुझे पैसे भी कमाने हैं। तो उस जर्नी के बारे में मुझे समझना था सर कि
एक तो मुझे पैसे भी कमाने हैं, वो बहुत बाद में मेरे को स्ट्राइक हुआ। पहले ज्यादा पैसे के बारे में सोचता नहीं था। मेरा पैसे का वास्ता जो था वो उतना ही कि भाई आई हैव एक्सपेंसिव टेस्ट, अभी बॉडी बिल्डिंग करना है, महंगे सप्लीमेंट्स लेने हैं। मेरा हमेशा से पहले से, और ये गलत बात है एक्चुअली, सही नहीं है। बस मेरी जो जरूरतें थी उसके लिए मुझे पैसा चाहिए था, और मेरी जरूरतें महंगी थी तो पैसा तो चाहिए था, वो भी जरा ज्यादा ही चाहिए था, मगर बस जरूरतें खत्म करने के लिए। डाइट में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं, सप्लीमेंट्स कितने भी महंगे क्यों ना हो लेने हैं, और पिताजी से नहीं मांगना है। ये कोई ईगो हैसल नहीं था मेरा, पिताजी से नहीं मांगना, बस सिर्फ उचित नहीं लगा। Once I started getting a job and a means of income, I never wanted to keep on asking for money. Not that Papa would ever refuse, but जो भी मेरे को बॉडी बिल्डिंग के लिए करना था, I found myself very lucky कि जो भी मैं कमाता था, अभी के काफी ट्रेनर में देखता हूँ उनको खुद के फैमिलीज को भी सपोर्ट करना है। मुझे कभी किसी को सपोर्ट करना नहीं पड़ा, मैं खुद को सपोर्ट करता था। बस पिताजी से पैसे नहीं लेता था, but I know that today many of my students, they are taking care of their mother and father. At least I had to take care of my mother and father much later, after I became 40 years old. Till then my parents were very self-sufficient. तो ये भी एक बहुत ही लकी चीज है मेरे लिए। It's a very fortunate thing कि मुझे पैसे घर पे नहीं देने पड़ते थे, मैं मेरे खर्च के लिए यूज कर रहा था। So coming from that middle class background, for me, I wanted the best of supplements. I wanted my bodybuilding to be taken care of, और उसके लिए पैसे कमाता था। Very late in life, it struck me कि खुद का wealth होना जरूरी है, and that wealth, I got some lessons in life. जैसे कि एक बहुत bitter lesson आप मान लो, वो ये था कि जो भी मैं कमाता था सब स्पेंड करता था, मेरे पास कुछ बचता नहीं था। मगर द वे आई यूज्ड टू लिव माय लाइफ, लोगों को हमेशा लगता था कि कैसाक के पास बहुत पैसा है। आई यूज्ड टू लिव डे टू डे, जो भी आता था वो मैं लिसन। आई रिमेंबर एज अ पर्सनल ट्रेनर, आई एम गोइंग स्लाइटली अहेड इन माय स्टोरी, बट इवन एज अ पर्सनल ट्रेनर, द अपॉर्चुनिटी गिवन बाय मधुकर तलवलकर जी, जो कि हमारे पायनियर हैं इंडियन फिटनेस इंडस्ट्री के, तलवलकर जिम्स के फाउंडर। तो मधुकर जी ने जो मुझे एक चांस मौका दिया था टू बिकम अ पर्सनल ट्रेनर, वो जब चल पड़ा ना, once it started off, I must be a unique case because मैं एक पर्सनल ट्रेनर था, फ्रीलांस पर्सनल ट्रेनर, लोगों के घर पे जाता था, मगर I had kept an assistant for 6,000 rupees salary। वो जो मेरा असिस्टेंट था, प्रकाश नाम था उसका, काफी साल ऑल थ्रू आउट मेरे साथ ही था, और कभी 90s में 6,000 रुपए की सैलरी वॉज अ गुड सैलरी, वो वाज एन असिस्टेंट। तो वो मेरा फोन का बिल भरता था, मेरा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का बिल भरने के लिए, मेरा बैंक का काम। पहले से ही वो लाट साहब मेरे को इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल भरने के लिए लाइन में खड़ा नहीं रहना, वो मैं मेरा आदमी भेजता। अब जब when you live like that, you are not going to have any savings.
Right.
पैसा बचाने का पहले से ही मेरे में नहीं था। That was a bad thing. I'm talking about it as a negative. ठीक है, अभी पीछे देख के, एंड ये सारी चीजें कि मैं मेरा आदमी भेजता था कभी भी। I remember one of my clients had by mistake forgotten her rings, big diamond rings. मेरे पॉकेट में ही रह गए। She was doing some exercise and that ring was hurting her. तो उसने वो 2 rings, बड़े बड़े solitaires, उसने मुझे दिए थे और मैंने पॉकेट में रख दिए थे, और फिर वो भी भूल गई, मैं भी भूल गया। और बाद में रात को मेरे को फोन आया कि कैसा वो rings, तो मैं तो पूरा, because if those rings would have gotten lost, I would be giving her personal training for life. And still I would not be able to repair the amount. That those diamonds must be some, God knows, they were very big rocks. That much I remember. But luckily they were still there in my pocket, and I like a fool at that time. Now that I think back, मैंने एक envelope में seal कर दिया और मेरे आदमी को भेजा वो rings को देने के लिए।
वो 6000 वाले को?
हाँ, 6000 वाले को। Really honest man, मगर पहुंचा दिए rings. But my clients also knew that for errands I used to have a man. Then जैसे ही possible था वैसे एक मेरी बुलेट थी, वो बुलेट को बेच के मैंने RD 350 ली। बाइक का हमेशा से शौक, तो RD 350 was the super bike of that time. And बहुत सस्ते में मिलता था, 20,000 में मिल जाता था RD 350, तो वो खरीदा था। I think 20,000 में लिया, और हर 2-3 महीने 20,000 खर्चा भी किया उसके। And then I had a Maruti 800 also, वो भी मैंने second hand किधर से भी खरीदी थी। And I remember ये बड़े बड़े बिल्डिंग्स में जब मैं जाता था पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग के लिए, तो पार्किंग यूज्ड टू बी एन इशू, और मैं सारी चीजें कैश में कमाता था। I remember I used to keep these gaddis of notes in my car to give the peons down below, जो सोसाइटी का वॉचमैन ये वो। तो हर सोसाइटी बिल्डिंग में जहाँ पे भी मैं पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग के लिए जाता था, मेरा पार्किंग रिजर्व रहता था। गाड़ी भी धुलती थी वहाँ पे। I always lived like a rich man, though not having wealth. Having money, yes. And बाद में मेरे को पता चला कि there is a difference between having money and having wealth. Having money मतलब हर रोज है पैसा आपके पास. There is no bank balance, there is no wealth creation as such. There are no assets. And this gave the impression to people that I earned a lot of money and I'm rich because I led a rich life despite not having reserves, money, not saving money. कभी-कभी रात हो जाता था और there would be nothing open in the night and I would still require my 12 eggs to meet my protein requirement. मैं कोई 5-star होटल या कॉफी शॉप में घुस जाता था खाने के लिए, because that used to be the only thing that used to be open in the night.
Right.
And all of these things gave the impression to people that I had a lot of them. The bitter moments, the most hurtful moments of my life were when some very close friends reached out to me for financial help. अब आप मान लो कि all your friends think you are very rich.
Yes.
आपका एक दोस्त, बहुत खास दोस्त है, वो आपके पास आता है और बोलता है कैसा आई एम इन ट्रबल, एंड कैसा इज ऑलवेज देयर फॉर हिज फ्रेंड्स इन ट्रबल. सो ही सेज कैसा जरा 10,000 रुपए चाहिए मेरे को, आई एम इन दिस ट्रबल. नाउ फॉर मी व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू टेल देम दैट यार मेरे पास नहीं है अभी 10,000 देने के लिए, आई वुड सी डिसबिलीफ ऑन देयर फेस.
True.
And that would be very difficult to swallow. It would become very difficult कि यार मेरा सही में मान, मैं ऐसा दोस्त नहीं हूँ.
Yes.
I'm the kind of friend who will give whatever I have, but right now you are asking me and I don't have, and I really don't have.
Right.
Then I realized that to be like that, अगर आप दिलदार हो आपके पास पैसा होना चाहिए भी दिलदार, नहीं तो पैसा नहीं तो दिलदार बन के क्या करेगा? The extreme example of Tata's, extreme example, big beyond belief, beyond comprehension. If they were not money minded, आज कभी भी हमारे कंट्री को कोई भी संकट आता है, पहला टाटाज आगे आता है, इतने करोड़ों,
वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू,
100 करोड़ों के ऊपर दे दिया कंट्री को। वो कैसे दे पा रहे हैं? बिकॉज दे आर मनी माइंडेड, दे माइंड मनी, they respect money. To help others, you have to be strong. So if you have a helping nature, you want to help people, you cannot not be money minded.
Right.
कि यार हमने नहीं कमाया चलेगा, अगर आपने नहीं कमाया तो आप किसकी मदद कर सकते हो? That is a lesson I learned in my youth, that not being commercial minded, not being business minded, not being money minded leaves you weak. And I realized that with money comes power, and power and money are not bad. You can do bad things with power and money, but power and money are not bad. You can destroy the world with nuclear energy, or you can give the world unlimited energy. So nuclear energy is incredible. You can have energy fuel source forever for the earth.
Very true.
Or एक चुटकी भर में at a press of a button you can destroy the world with it. It's your choice.
Okay.
So money and power are like that. Money and power are strength. Strength to do bad things and strength to do good things. What people have to understand is, when you want to do something good, you need power. Don't say you don't need power. You need financial power, financial muscle if you want to do something good in this life. Tata's understood that. And that is why they are good people. They are good for our country. They always want to help. If they are doing business in any area, अगर कोई भी जगह पे उनको इंडस्ट्रीज डालनी है, they understand the responsibility. अगर यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री डाल के हम इतना कमा सकते हैं, तो ये पूरे एरिया का उद्धार कर दो, पूरा ये एरिया को सेल्फ सफिशिएंट बना दो. एकदम बैकवर्ड एरिया में उन लोग फैक्ट्रीज डालते हैं और फिर वो एरिया को लेके जाते हैं ऊपर एकदम. That area becomes, they look after their employees. So I truly understood that value, and Dhaval, I recommend these books to anybody who wishes to read, because they changed my life after reading them. There is a philosopher called Ayn Rand. उनकी किताबें अगर हिंदी में भी अगर ट्रांसलेटेड हो, मेरे को लगता है शायद हर जन को वो पढ़ना चाहिए. You right now raised a question कि I want you to tell people कि earning money or is important.
Yes.
That there are many avenues of making money, and it's important. You want me to tell them? I myself did not regard money earlier. I understood the definition of money and what money is through a book called as Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged, 2 books written by Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand is actually a Russian.
Okay.
She has lived in a communist country.
Right.
And then she defected to America, which is a democracy. Capitalism, a capitalist country. Capitalism is seen in a wrong light. Communism is somehow seen as fair. Communism basically is what? कि सब लोग को same amount of पैसा करना चाहिए. On the face of it, it sounds very fair कि सब लोग को बांट रहे हैं. But it's so unfair. It is so unfair that a few people are working, the others are not. But the few people have to generate the wealth for the others. And the amount of money that they get and the people who don't work is the same. It breaks the backs of productive people. It breaks the backs of people who want to work. If you want to talk about fairness, fairness is पैसा should be distributed in such a way जो ज्यादा अप्लाई करता है, जो ज्यादा इनिशिएटिव देता है, जो ज्यादा मेहनत करता है, उसके पास ज्यादा पैसा होना चाहिए, जो कम करता है उसके पास कम. That is what is equitable distribution of wealth. Equitable distribution of wealth means wealth as per talent, as per work, as per contribution to society. That is how wealth should be distributed.
Right.
There was a TV channel that had interviewed me in Indore, I remember. So he had a problem with my charges, that journalist. He said, आप अगर इतना ज़्यादा चार्ज करोगे तो गरीब लोग आपके पास कैसे आएंगे? And he actually asked me this question कि क्या कैज़ा कपाडिया गरीबों के लिए है?
Sir, that was an interview in Delhi.
नहीं, ये इंदौर में था.
अच्छा, इंदौर में. I have seen that interview. I have seen that.
So I think उनको थोड़ा कट किया उधर. मैं बोला यार मैं I am there for people. मैंने एक चीज जो वहाँ पे कही वो and again influenced by these books like Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged. मैंने कहा अगर गरीबों को सारी चीजें मिल जाए जो अमीरों के पास है तो गरीब को अमीर बनने की जरूरत क्या है फिर? ये भी देखा गया है अगर वेल्थ की बात करें तो धवल top 100 richest people in the world. Okay, top 100 मतलब the 100th richest person in the world is also unbelievably rich. We are talking about 100 out of the world's population.
Right.
So the top richest 100 people in the world, अगर आप देखो, all the 100 come from poor families.
Right.
Except maybe the Reliance brothers. So their father also amassed a lot of wealth. And the Reliance brothers are actually a big exception. They are a big exception. Because being born to a rich father is actually a disadvantage. Psychologists have understood that. The numbers tell us that. The surveys tell us that. That जो भी लोग, I mean, now Dhirubhai Ambani for that matter, if you consider him to be a rich man, we all know he was a petrol pump attendant, he was absolutely penniless. And this seems to be the norm. The norm, मतलब जो ज़्यादातर देखा जाता है, बहुत अमीर लोग हमेशा बहुत गरीबी से होते हैं. And this is a quote that I heard from one of our counselors. There is a Bengali boy called Rohan in our Calcutta school. So he said this, and I knew this quote, but उसने मेरे को याद दिलाया that if you are born poor, it is not your fault. But if you die poor, it is your fault.
Correct.
And some people say that I have been born in such poverty, मैं क्या करेगा दुनिया में? And in fact, it has been seen that majority of very rich people always come from poor beginnings. So I feel that charity is overrated. I don't like charity. But I definitely love providing opportunity. Opportunity providing. आज in terms of gratitude, जो भी कुछ मैं हूँ, or wherever I am, I can never forget that the first step was provided by Madhukar sir. I can never forget that. Madhukar sir ने कभी मुझे पैसे नहीं दिए. He never gave me any money. But he gave me the opportunity, and that is incredible. Because without opportunity, you can't do anything. Without luck, you can't do anything. Madhukar sir was the luck in my life. And he gave me that first client. And that's why I'm here talking to you and you're interested in my life. Small things can turn your life into such varied directions. No? Probably if I had not met Madhukar sir, I don't know what I would be.
Right.
So every time you get an opportunity or a lucky break, टूट पड़ जाना चाहिए. You should do everything in your power to do your absolute best once that opportunity comes. I believe that nobody can do anything in life without luck. Luck के बिना आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And I don't like people who say luck has got nothing to do with my success. It's all my hard work. Don't call me lucky. The point is, every successful person has been lucky. And every unsuccessful person also has been lucky, but he did not recognize luck.
Very true, sir.
Luck is something that comes in front of you. The people who call themselves unlucky are the people on whose head luck bloody was hammering with a hammer on their head. कि मैं luck है, मैं तुम्हारे सामने और तो भी वो पहचाना नहीं. So if you cannot recognize luck आपके सामने, you will call yourself unlucky. So luck तो सब जगह रहता है और बिना luck के आप आगे नहीं जा सकते. My mother was a very very persistent lady. मैं अगर मधुकर सर से मिला, मेरी माँ के मेहनत से मिला. So I'm lucky that my mother was very persistent. उसको मालूम था, मेरे माँ को मालूम था कि ये लड़का डंबल बारबल के अलावा और कुछ जानता नहीं है और कुछ करेगा भी नहीं. And actually my mother did not like my choice of passion. And my mother used to ask me कि भाई तू करेगा क्या? What will you do? And I didn't have an answer for her. I just wanted to be Mr. Universe. That's it. मेरे को और कुछ उनको बोलने के लिए था भी नहीं कि मैं ये करूँगा, वो करूँगा, मैं पर्सनल ट्रेनर बनूँगा, मैं इतना कमाऊँगा. I had no answers for her. She understood who Madhukar sir is. और जब थाने में मधुकर सर ने ब्रांच डाला ना उनका तलवलकर, तो my mother used to go to that construction site जहाँ पे तलवलकर जिम बन रहा था.
Okay.
एरिया में. She used to go every day. मधुकर सर आया every day, and I didn't know she was going every day. And she went every day because she knew कि अगर मधुकर सर का जिम यहाँ पे खुल रहा है, कभी ना कभी तो आएगा देखने के लिए काम कैसे जा रहा है. And on one day he came, and she pounced on him and she said, "You have to give my son a job." And at that time, Madhukar sir said, "Okay, send him. He doesn't come. He has never come. I know your son because he was the head of bodybuilding federation. में compete करता था. So he knew me. I was that Gora ladka competing. Everybody knew me. And when I went to him, he immediately told me, within the first 5 seconds, he told me, "You become a personal trainer and go to the Bajaj family. You will be going there twice a week, and you will be charging 1,500 rupees, and you will be teaching them exercise."
You used to charge 1,500 rupees
1,500 rupees per month.
per month.
It was
In
very
90s, you're saying? In the early 90s?
92, 93.
Okay. Big amount.
अरे big amount meaning धवल 5,000 रुपया salary was very good for 8 hours a day, 28 days in a month. And here I was getting 1,500 rupees for only 12 hours a month. मतलब 1.5 दिन का काम.
Right.
1,500 rupees. So amazing. 12 hours a month के लिए 1,500 रुपया was amazing. And when he gave me that client, so there is another luck. So one luck is that my mother was persistent. She kept going every day.
I'm so sorry, sir. So you started as a freelancer directly, as a personal trainer. You didn't join them as a trainer.
No.
You directly started as a personal trainer.
He straight away gave me my first client, and that what client? The Bajaj Industrial family. I mean,
Fantastic.
you can't get bigger than that. They are the people who drive the economy of the country. So basically what had happened is, so I'm trying to define luck to you. My mother being so persistent. My mother, without telling me, going every day to that Talwalkar's branch to wait for Madhukar sir. She created her own luck. She went every day. Kabhi na kabhi to aayega. Finally, when he came, she spoke to him and she said, "Please give my son a job." He had seen me. During that time, the Bajaj family was calling up Madhukar sir very often, saying कि हमको एक trainer भेजो. आज I'm very proud of the fact that just like Madhukar sir, that many years back, so Madhukar sir still is the biggest man of the industry. He's the one who started it all. So at that time, Madhukar sir was the only man who would talk to the rich and famous of the world regarding fitness of the country. So any person, any rich person, any top person, any powerful person, when they wanted some services regarding fitness, they would straight away pick up the phone and call Madhukar sir.
Right.
और किसी से बात नहीं करते थे, मधुकर सर से बात करते थे. So similarly, Bajaj family called up Madhukar sir and said, we want a personal trainer. Imagine 92, 93 में उनको मालूम था personal trainer क्या है. Because that rich a family, they've lived abroad, they've gone abroad, they knew what personal training was. So they were telling Madhukar sir that send a personal trainer to us. Because we will not ask anybody else, we will ask you only, Madhukar sir, about fitness. But we don't want to come to your gym. We want to work out at home. You send us your best person. और तभी मधुकर सर के पास शायद कोई एक वो लेवल का लड़का नहीं था जो वो भेज सके. So he must have been telling the Bajaj family, ये सब मेरा imagination है मगर possible है. He must be telling the Bajaj family, हाँ मैं देखता हूँ, कल भेजूंगा, हाँ देखता हूँ. And they must be calling again, Madhukar sir, please भेजो, कब से हम बोल रहे हैं, send us a trainer. But Madhukar sir was not finding the right person to send. Because the Bajaj family को भेजना तो it should be somebody impressive. Probably he didn't have. So when I walked into his cabin now, I like to imagine, मेरा imagination क्या बोलता है कि Madhukar sir was on the landline phone before I walked into the cabin. Madhukar sir must be telling the Bajaj family, yes, I'm sending you. I will send you. I promise you I will send you. Probably at that time the Bajaj family was telling him कि sir कितने महीने हो गए. And then he said, yes, I'll definitely send you. Then he's put the phone down. Then I have knocked on the door. And the moment I came in, he must have looked at me and said, Bajaj family. Because if I remember that instance, Madhukar sir did not even ask me to sit down or कोई यही नहीं था, pausing नहीं था. So my imagination, what I'm telling you right now, could be very possible. Because the moment I walked in, he said, you become a personal trainer. I said, what is that? He said, you have to go to people's houses. उनको सिखाना है घर जाके. And I said, okay, that is good. Because I used to as it is teach people a hell of a lot. वो तो बचपन से मेरा वो teaching है. That thing in me to teach is always there. So he was like, you go and you teach. I said, okay. And that is what, if you don't call this luck, इसको अगर आप luck नहीं बोलेगे तो और क्या बोलेगे?
बराबर, right.
Luck, fate, whatever you say. But now, देखो unlucky लोग कैसे होते हैं. So I am going to play act again how I would have been unlucky. So unlucky person is unlucky for himself only. So imagine, मैं मधुकर सर को पूछता था, सर where do I have to go? Pedder Road, you have to go. मैं थाना का. सर Pedder Road, सर कभी जाना है? कल 7 बजे सुबह. सर घर से कभी निकलूं? 5:30 बजे निकल. I am calculating in my head 1.5 घंटा बाइक से जाने का उधर. Then I would have told मधुकर सर थाना में कोई नहीं मिलेगा. पेडर रोड जरा दूर पड़ेगा सर, 1.5 घंटा. आसपास मुलुंड भांडुप में भी चलेगा अगर आप. Now I'll imagine if I had said that, which I hear a lot of youngsters saying right now.
Very true.
If I had said that, if I had refused, because Pedder Road was 1.5 hours away from Thane, if I had refused, would you be talking to me right now?
Very true. Very true.
Would you be asking for my guidance for others? नहीं. और ये सब मैं hindsight में बोल रहा हूँ. Otherwise, I never realized all these things. मेरा सिर्फ एक enthusiasm था. So when Madhukar sir said, and remember there was no GPS at that time.
Right.
तो हम लोग कभी ऐसा नहीं बोलते. अभी आजकल के लड़के को सर वो तो 30. The moment you give them an address, they've already gone on GPS, on Google Maps. They've already checked, and then they say, "Sir, 37.3 kilometers, sir. and I tell them that I'm giving you an opportunity. सब लोग को घर के पास ही मिलता है. There are students who come from other states for K11 education. There are students who do 4 hours of travel every day for 3-hour lectures. These people I'm not worried about. I can tell कि ये लोग आगे जाके कुछ करेंगे. उनके लिए मेरे को फिक्र नहीं है. बॉम्बे के स्कूल में शिलोंग से लोग आ रहा है, तो यहाँ पे डाउन साउथ ट्रिवेंड्रम से लोग आ रहे हैं, कहाँ से लोग आ रहे हैं बॉम्बे में. और तभी भी मेरे को इंस्टाग्राम पे कभी कभी कोई लड़के मैसेज भेजते हैं, सर नवी मुंबई में खोलो ना. मुंबई से सांता क्रूज आना आधा घंटा लगता है, 40 मिनट लगता है मैक्स. तो भी ये लड़का, जब लोग शिलोंग से और त्रिवेंद्रम से मेरे स्कूल में क्लासरूम में बैठे हैं, ये लड़का बोल रहे हैं सर न्यू बॉम्बे में खोलो ना. ऐसे लोगों को मैं ऐसा ही रिप्लाई देता हूँ. मैं बोलता है मैं खोलूंगा नहीं, मगर एक काम करता हूँ, बिकॉज न्यू बॉम्बे में अगर मैं स्कूल खोला तो तेरे घर से वो स्कूल में आना पड़ेगा. मैं तेरे घर पे आके ट्यूशन देता ना, मैं खुद तू घर पे ही बैठ, मैं आता हूँ तेरे घर के अंदर. What else do I tell such people if they cannot take this much of trouble? So at that time I only asked him, there was no distance. I only asked him, अगर 7 बजे वहां पे पहुंचना है तो कभी निकलना है. सर थाना से 5:30 बजे निकल. And I said okay. मेरा कोई रिएक्शन नहीं था. And I was actually excited about everything. I was excited about some bike नई आई थी, हीरो होंडा पिताजी ने खरीदी थी मेरे लिए, और भगाने का बहुत शौक. और मेरे को तो एक ही दिमाग में कि अगर मैं ईस्टर्न एक्सप्रेस हाईवे पकड़ना पड़ेगा तो हाईवे पे भगाने को मिलेगा. I was excited about that, not about some 1.5 hour travel on the bike. और मैंने I think 2 साल मैंने अनुभव किया. सुबह निकलता था, दोपहर तक 1-2 बजे तक क्लाइंट्स खत्म हो जाते थे सुबह के, फिर शाम के क्लाइंट्स चालू होते थे 5 बजे 6 बजे से. सो दोपहर का वक्त था 3-4 घंटे का, जहाँ पे कुछ काम नहीं होता था. अब वापस घर कैसा आऊं? आई कुड नॉट कम बैक टू थाने. वहाँ पे बाइक छाव में स्टैंड पे लगा के बाइक पे सो जाता था. मस्त नींद आता था, कोई तकलीफ नहीं. मेरा तेरा हाइट वाला नहीं सो पाएगा, मेरा हाइट वाला आराम से सोता था. बाइक तो लेट जाता था बुलेट के सीट पे. एंड आई रिमेम्बर बाद में वो वीडियो गेम पार्लर्स खुलने लगे, तो दोपहर को मैं फिर जो भी मेरा थोड़ा पैसा खर्च करके वीडियो गेम पार्लर्स में गेम्स खेलता था दोपहर को, वो टाइम पास करने के लिए. एंड देन शाम के क्लाइंट्स को खत्म करो, और शाम के क्लाइंट्स को खत्म करो, फिर घर जाओ, थाने जाओ. और ये कर रहा था. तो और एक लक जो मुझे मिला, वो मधुकर सर ने बोला, वार्डन रोड तलवलकर जो उनका है 7,000 स्क्वायर फीट का जिम था, मगर वो जिम अभी तक मधुकर सर ने चालू नहीं किया था. सिर्फ एरोबिक स्टूडियोज चालू किए थे, और बाकी का सब जो एरिया था वो ऐसे ही पड़ा था, वहां पे काम नहीं हुआ. तो मधुकर सर ने मेरे लिए एक कैबिन वहां पे मेरे लिए था. धवल 3636406 was my office number.
You remember?
Yes, of course. ये चीजों के लिए मेमोरी की जरूरत नहीं है, because these things are written down, not your. They get engraved on your heart.
Right.
This is not some what great memory. ये चीज, because I used to tell people ना कि call me on 3636406. कितनी बार बोला है उस वक्त.
Right.
That is the Warden Road Talwalkar's number, landline number. And it rang inside my cabin that Madhukar sir had given me. Can you believe I was a personal trainer with a small cabin to myself and a landline number that I could call as my office number?
Right.
And he also gave me a very. उसने क्या किया? मेरा कमरा इरेक्ट किया उधर. एक प्लाईवुड का पार्टीशन बनाया और मेरे लिए एक छोटा कमरा क्रिएट किया, ताकि मैं 6 दिन वार्डन रोड में ही रहूं. Warden Road is the center of South Mumbai. You can go everywhere in South Mumbai. और मेरे सारे clients were in South Mumbai. So after 2 years, of leaving in the morning from Thana and then coming back late in the night to Thana. Madhukar sir did this for me. He gave me that small room. And then I would, 6 days a week, I would be training people all across South Mumbai, coming back to my small tiny room at Warren Road, Talwalkar's. And so imagine, I had a small room in South Mumbai.
Big thing.
And these are the things that you earn by earning trust, by doing honest work. So then people want to give.
Right.
You start acting smart and you start thinking कि ऐसा करेगा, इधर से पैसा खींचेगा, उधर से करेगा. The world doesn't trust you. And then you cannot become as lucky as I became.
Right.
People have to trust you. The main thing is, and I think the one thing that really helped me in moving ahead was that I earned a lot of trust from people. And now I realize that trust is actually currency. If you earn trust of people, money will follow.
Right.
And that is a business principle that everybody should understand.
Sir, I want to take you to your personal training days again. क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा इशू देखा जाता है, आपने भी देखा रहेगा ये. At the peak of your personal training days, आपके पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग कितने थे? और पैसा तो आप कमा रहे थे उस समय, पैसा आप खर्च भी कर रहे थे, डाइट पे हो, जो भी हो आपके पर्सनल नीड्स के ऊपर. अभी ये बहुत देखा जाता है सर कि जो पर्सनल ट्रेनर पर्सनल ट्रेनिंग में व्यस्त हो जाता है, वो कंप्लेन करता है कि उसको वर्कआउट के लिए समय नहीं है. तो आप उस समय क्या करते थे?
Again, because मधुकर सर के साथ तो 10 बजे रात को मैं वर्कआउट करने जाता था. वडाला तलवलकर वर्कआउट करने जाता था.
ओके.
मेरा दिन बहुत लेट खत्म होता था. वर्कआउट, पोस्ट वर्कआउट मील, वो भी जिम से वो जो तलवलकर के जो एम्प्लॉइज थे वहाँ पे डेफिनेटली मेरे को बोलते थे कि भाई अभी बंद करेंगे, अभी लाइट बंद, फैन बंद, कुछ भी करके वर्कआउट खत्म कर देगा. और बाद में जाता था सोना. मेरा स्लीपिंग, so I used to go back to Warren Road, and sleeping I used to barely do about 4 hours, sometimes 3 hours also, but I never felt short of sleep. And ऐसा नहीं कि थकान महसूस नहीं होता था, but not during work. वो वापस रूम पे पहुंचता था. मैं रूम पे एक बार पहुंच गया और कपड़े उतारे तभी एकदम टायर्डनेस हो. And then I used to lie down. I used to get very deep sleep. तो 3-4 घंटा डीप स्लीप में मिला तो फट करके चार्ज. And sometimes, so I was at that time dating my ex-wife, and she was in the media. So she had to be picked up from editing studios in Alder at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. And so my days, sometimes I would not get sleep also. कभी-कभी मैं 3 बजे 4 बजे आता था रूम पे और फिर सुबह 5:45 बजे मेरे को निकलना पड़ता था. So at that time what I used to do is I used to change my clothes and I used to wear जो सुबह के कपड़े पहनने हैं ना, I used to wear all that, including socks. Okay, and I used to keep mouthwash next to me, and then I would wake up exactly 15 minutes before the training session, and shoes के अंदर सीधे मेरे पैर, ऐसे ही उठने का पूरा तैयार. Go to the loo, splash water, Listerine, gargle, डियो, परफ्यूम मार के सीधा बाइक पे, और बाइक पे 7-8 मिनट में साउथ मुंबई में किधर भी पहुंच जाता था ऑन टाइम. सो आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट पूरा रेडी में. और जो मेरा बिस्तर था मेरे को मालूम है, जो माय बेड वाज स्लाइटली बिगर देन वो इस्त्री का स्टैंड रहता है ना, उससे थोड़ा चौड़ा था. सो आई लर्नड हाउ टू स्लीप लाइक दिस, कंप्लीटली स्ट्रेट. करवट मारेगा तो सीधा नीचे. So I learned how to sleep like that, like a log. But this is not, so many people ask me whether, tell us about your struggling days. These were not my struggling days. These were, they were very fun days. They were fully charged days. I was very happy in that time. When you're happy, how do you call it a struggle? Swami happened to finally meet Madhukar sir, and then Madhukar sir called me and then made me a personal trainer. And that's what. Then that personal training thing started. He gave me only one client. And I believe that anybody that you help or anybody that you want to give an opportunity to, never give more than one client. Just give one client.
Okay.
That's all the person requires. And then that person simply has to do what? Impress the client and do. I mean, I used to crave praises from my clients. I would crave happiness and satisfaction from my clients. I would crave for respect from my clients. And I would get all that. So I had only one client. And something that I tell all my students in my principal's address when I take for all the people who sign up for courses with us, that never insult your first client by searching for the second client. The second client will find you.
Very true. Fantastic.
And if you want to build your practice, so sometimes I ask people, कैसे चल रहा है personal training? सर सिर्फ 2 क्लाइंट है, इतना हॉरिबल फेस बना के 2 क्लाइंट के बारे में तू बात कर रहा है. 2 people who showed faith and trust in you, 2 people who paid you. Say, sir, I've got 2 very good clients. Why can't you say something nice about people who are paying you? जो है उसको अगर आप कोसोगे, जो है उसको अगर आप गाली दोगे और नहीं मिलने वाला. I'm not saying be satisfied. I was never satisfied, but I was never satisfied with the quality I gave. I was satisfied that one person paid me money. I was never satisfied with what I did for that person in return for that money. That I always wanted to improve more and more, get better at my work. That I always wanted to do.
Sir, I want to ask you one question on the same.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at your background, your background is Papa used to work for a company.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know about your grandfather.
My grandfather also service.
Yeah. So you belong to a background जहाँ पे service industry मतलब आपके पिताजी और service, right? आपका upbringing बहुत अच्छे तरीके से हुआ था. हाँ, middle class आप बोल रहे हो, but you enjoyed everything. Right? Now, ये कौन सी चीज आपको आगे लेके जा रहे थे जो अभी आप बोल रहे हो, वो मुझे माइंडसेट के बारे में समझना है कि आपने देखा था कि जॉब से बहुत अच्छा लाइफ आप अपने फैमिली को दे सकते हो एंड यू कुड हैव बीन सैटिस्फाइड इन द सेम थिंग क्योंकि आपको जॉब भी मिला था बट यू लेफ्ट इट, यू केम ओवर हियर. आप बैंक में भी जॉब कर सकते थे पर आपने वो भी कंटिन्यू नहीं किया है. मुझे वो माइंडसेट के बारे में जानना है सर, क्योंकि क्या होता है जब एक पर्सनल ट्रेनर भी ट्रेनिंग शुरू करता है तब वो भी कहीं ना कहीं पे तो प्लाटू पे जाता है कि 6 क्लाइंट 8 क्लाइंट होने के बाद मेरा पूरा काम, मतलब वो जॉब के मेंटेलिटी में ही जा रहा है.
मेरे पीक, see, I reached 20 clients very fast. And I had only 20 stocks.
Remember, आप इसमें खुश होने चाहिए थे सर, जो आप नहीं थे. वो क्या था?
नहीं, you are wrong about that. नहीं, sorry, don't misunderstand me.
हाँ जी.
When I had one client, I was happy.
हाँ जी.
I was just not happy with the quality I was providing. I wanted to provide better knowledge, more knowledge. I kept on wanting to get better at that.
Right.
What happens with that is, so I am very ambitious about excellence. I'm very ambitious about quality. That I'm very ambitious about.
Okay.
I never thought कि दूसरा client कैसा मिलेगा. I never searched for a second client.
Right.
I was just about, okay, I am this person's teacher, now I have to teach properly and I have to give more knowledge. So there has to be always this question, am I doing my best? Can I do better? That used to be there, part of me.
Right.
And suddenly I get a call from, so my first client was Kushagra Bajaj. He's a good industrialist today, but he was a 15-year-old boy when I was training him. So Kushagra Bajaj was my first client. He wanted to gain muscle. So he was a very thin kid. He wanted to gain muscle. So that was my first client. Suddenly I get a call from Mr. Rahul Bajaj, who's the CEO of the family, the head of the family of the Bajaj industry family, his sister, Mrs. Suman Jain, and Mr. Naresh Chandra Jain, that is his sister and brother-in-law, who stay in Mumbai only, in Carmichael Road they stay. They gave me a call saying that, Kaizad, I am Kushagra's aunt. I stay here and I would like you to come and meet us. So I gaya wahan pe. And then they said, we would like to train as a couple together. And I remember calling up Madhukar sir and saying, sir, abhi couple ko saath mein kitna charge karu? So Madhukar sir said, see, you charge 1,500 rupees for one person. दो जन का 3,000 होता है, तो उनको 2,500 charge किया. So they were my second clients. And I got 2,500 rupees. Now, my total income for the month was 4,000 rupees. The amount of work that I was doing was 24 hours in a month. That means 1 hour a day. So I was getting 4,000 rupees, which was a very good salary at that time.
Yes.
I was getting 4,000 rupees for only 1 hour a day.
Right.
So you must understand what opportunity. Somebody else was working 8 hours a day for 4,000 rupees and he was saying it's a damn good salary. And I was getting 4,000 rupees for 1 hour a day.
Right.
Then when I was training them, again, I gave my 100%. I impressed clients. And when you impress clients, you don't have to worry about marketing because they market you what is called as word of mouth. They start walking better, they start feeling better. Other people can sense that they are looking different, they're looking more energetic, stronger. And in any party they go to, Arey, Mr. Jain, you're looking fitter. Arey, so then they will say, yes, we've got a very good personal trainer. Actually, his name is Kaizad. He's a terrific guy, terrific boy. We are so happy with him. It's a baat chalu hota. And then I would get another call. Now the third call that I got, my third client, he's still in touch with me. What a gem of a guy, Anant Singhania.
Okay.
So Vijayapat Singhania's nephew.
Oh.
The JK Group.
Yeah.
Raymond's JK Files.
Okay.
And he is related to the Bajajas because Kushagra's mother, so they're all related. Industrial families are generally related. So I get a call from him and he tells me that he would like to train with me because Kushagra had spoken to him. So then Anand Singhania became a client of mine. And while I was training Anand Singhania, I get a call again from Neeraj Bajaj. Neeraj Bajaj was Rahul Bajaj's youngest brother, managing director of Mukund Iron and Steel, another big industry belonging to the Bajaj Group. So he gave me a call because he had heard how I was training Kushagra, how I was training Mr. Naresh Chandra Jain and Suman Jain, how I was training Anand Singhania. So he gave me a call. Then he became my client. His wife became my client. And then I got, there was another girl from the Bajaj family who became a client of mine. I used to spend about 4 hours a day in Mount Unique building where all the Bajaj family used to stay because I used to train one after the other everybody. I remember getting a call from another very sweet lady. Her name was Ramona Garware from the Maharashtrian angle, one of the greatest industrialists of Maharashtra. So generally we see Marwadis and Jains and all that doing well. And so from the Maharashtrian background, Garwares were very industrial, very big industrial family. They're based out of Pune, but I was handling their Mumbai relatives. That was staying. The Garware ropes that belong to, sorry, not Ramona Garware, Monica Garware. I know, so Sonia Garware. Sonia Garware was my other client. So she called, and I still remember her very, very sweet call because she spoke to me in Marathi. She said, and at that time my slots were filling up. So she called. She's saying, "तुमची बायको पण मराठी, मी पण मराठी. Personal training देणार का?" That way, Marathi she spoke, and very accented Marathi though, I remember. So she became a client of mine. Then through her, I got her sister-in-law, Ramona Garware, who was Jaideep Garware's wife. And Ramona Garware belonged to the Narang family, Ambassador Hotels. Then for a while, I even sort of had a few training sessions with Timmy Narang from the Narang family. Then ऐसे बढ़ते गया. Then there was, of course, by that time, my name was very well known amongst the South Mumbai elite. It was very well known. And I have never called any person. I have never done any marketing. There was no social media at that time. And my 20 slots filled up. 10 clients on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 10 clients on Tuesday, Sunday. Yes, I got a call from Yash and Avanti Birla. They were also very, very good people to train. So I got a call from them because I think Ramona Garware was known to them. So Ramona Garware actually recommended my name to the Birlas, Yash and Avanti Birla. Then they became my clients. Then Madhav Mariwala, if you know the Safola group and the Mariwala group, so they are very big people. Marico Industries. Marico Industries is very big. So Madhav Mariwala became a client of mine. He was also a very good client. Then there were other very, very elite people who became my clients. And one of my favorite clients, a couple, was Anu and Harun Yusuf. They became my clients.
Okay.
They had a beautiful home right on the seafront.
Okay.
And they were my fittest couple. And I used to love training them because they used to train at very high intensities. I could really go very, very high. They then approached me with a offer that we want to set up a gym.